in between time, we're going to talk a little baseball because it's getting hot up in here. Tony La Russa. Now, Rob said he was an old get off my lawn kind of guy.
Hey, we got sound from Tony La Russa.
He is showing it right now. Let me set the tone. Yermin Mercedes, the Yerminator. Okay, his team is up, the White Sox. They're up 15-4 in the ninth inning. It's so ugly that Minnesota has put Williams Astudillo. How you say his name? Williams Astudillo. Who is a catcher, a first baseman, and a third baseman.
He's mopping up. You're not going to waste a pitcher's arm in a blowout like that, okay? He's doing mop-up duty.
All right, we'll get into that later. But he gets in there, and he's throwing on the mound, and he's throwing up there 47-mile-per-hour meatballs. And Yermin is like, yo, throw me one of those and see what happens. And he smacks it over the wall for a home run. And Tony La Russa, his own manager, criticizes him. Here's the situation.
Yermin was locked into he and Astudillo. They know each other from different competitions. And he was locked in, and really what he just, I got to get him. But he missed a 3-0 hit sign with that kind of lead. That's just, it's not over. That's just sportsmanship, respect for the game, respect for your opponent. He made a mistake. There'll be a consequence that he has to endure here within our family. But, it won't happen again because, Joe will be on the lookout and I will be too. And we'll go running in front of the pitcher. We have to sportsmanship, respect for the game, respect for your opponent. That's real. It has to be the philosophy. We follow it. I've been taught it. And, the fact that he's a rookie who's excited helps explain why he just was clueless. But now he's got a clue.
All right, it was one of those unwritten rules, and a couple of the White Sox players, Tim Anderson, Lance Lynn, they came out in support of Yermin, and so did Trevor Bauer, who we all know is a great pitcher.
Right.
And so, Rob, the next day, as La Russa said, he's going to have to pay the price within our family, him at the baseball family, right? And they threw at Yermin, threw behind him, didn't hit him, threw at him, and the pitcher that did it got ejected, as did his manager. And La Russa came back and said, I'm fine with what Minnesota did. Basically, I'm fine with you throwing at my player because he did break the unwritten rule by swinging at a 3-0 pitch and sending it over the wall. So, Rob, where you at on this?
I am with the players, and that's why there's pushback on Tony La Russa. Chris, you can't have it both ways. If you don't want him to hit a 3-0, roll the ball up to home plate. I don't know. He has a bat. He's at home plate. What do you want him to do? I mean, I just don't even understand. What is he supposed to do? Make out? Hurt his own batting average? Go ground out the shortstop and keep the or take a walk or don't swing or just stand there and take 2 more strikes and then be forced to swing at a pitch. I don't even get it. If I don't want him to hit it, I don't throw a strike. Chris, if I don't want him to hit it.
What if he throws 2 strikes that you take, and now it's a 3-2 count,
and then
you got to swing away, and you hit a homer.
And I hit a home run. Now what? That's okay?
Right.
What is the difference? Right. And when this happened to Tatis, Chris, was that last year or 2 years ago?
Because I think it was
last year.
Maybe it was 2 years ago.
You know why? Because I keep forgetting because of the pandemic. Was that 2 years ago?
Yeah, it might have been.
No, it was last year, right? Wasn't that last year? All right, I don't remember.
It was probably 2 years ago because last year was only 60 games. So it was probably 2 years ago.
But anyway, there were Hall of Famers who came to his rescue. Reggie Jackson, Johnny Bench, who said, why? You're at the plate with a bat. Why can't you swing? Who said you can't swing? It's ridiculous. And that's why La Russa has a little, he's saying, there's no rift here. No, there's some rift. Because players are saying, why did you throw this kid under the bus? Threw the ball over the plate. I'm a hitter. I'm supposed to hit. Don't throw me a meatball, a get over bullpen fastball, Chris. What if you're a major league hitter and the guy throws you a meatball, what are you supposed to do with it? The guy's not even a pitcher. Don't disrespect me and put a catcher on the mound.
Well, that's my point, Rob, because La Russa brought up respecting the game. Was Minnesota respecting the game when they throw a freaking catcher on the mound? I mean, seriously, he's lobbing the ball up there like it's darn near softball. That's disrespecting the game. So I don't want to hear all your moral platitudes about respecting the game. Respect the game and put a pitcher out there.
And try to get me out.
This is my thing with pro sports. I get it in college, high school, all that. In professional sports, you are being paid. The Minnesota Twins were being paid last night. So if we beat you 31-2, so be it. You should have played better. You still got your paycheck.
Don't you remember when the Rangers, they were mad at Tatis, right? And the Rangers beat somebody, Chris, like 23-4. They didn't stop swinging.
Man,
why did
look,
the score was like 23-4, and they never stopped swinging. So when they led by 10, why didn't they just lay down and make it out every at bat, Chris?
Right.
They couldn't come back.
Why don't we have a mercy rule like Little League then?
9 runs,
you know what I mean?
And it's over. Just call the game.
Just go home. I mean, stop it. This is ridiculous. And the same teams or same executives or managers or whatever that would sit there, like you said, well, Yermin's supposed to ground out, fly out on purpose and hurt his average. Because when they sit down with you for a new contract, you're not gonna say, "Oh, you were a good soldier and you grounded out or you took a pitch."
We're gonna take that off your batting average, right?
Yeah, they're gonna say, "Oh, you only hit 290, you didn't hit 320, or you hit 260 or whatever." No, man, you don't waste that bats in the major leagues. I mean, Rob, you only get a hit 30% of the time anyway.
Right. If you get a hit, Chris, 3 out of 10 times, you're a Hall of Famer. That means you fail 7 times, and you're telling me a guy is supposed to take a pitch just to take it. If you don't want me to hit in that spot, Chris, and it's 3-0, walk me. Tell me to go, right? Intentional walk. Go to first base. We're not going to do that. It's 15 or something. I'm a catcher. I can only throw a batting practice fastball. I can't throw it by you. You know it. I know it. And everybody in the ballpark knows it. You can't throw the ball by me. You're a catcher.
I'm going to be honest, Rob. If I was a fan, let's keep it all the way real. If you were a fan at that game and you stayed there, right? It's 15-4.
It's a blowout,
for some reason
right?
You stayed. I would love if they're gonna put a freaking catcher out there on the mound and have him pitch like that. I'd love to see a bunch of players go up there and take hacks. I mean, seriously, if they hit 4 homers at any, praise the Lord. I mean, really, like, you know what I mean? If you're gonna be that disrespectful, then we're gonna go up there and swing away, and the fans would love it. No, everybody digs the long ball.
Look. There's certain things, Chris, we talked about it before. I'm just about that no-hitter and a bunt. We're down 8-0 in the ninth.
Yeah, I don't even agree with that. I think this is similar.
See, I'm trying to get on base. That part right there where you're just trying to spoil, you're not really trying to win the game, I'm not with that. But when it comes to this, I'm going to stand up with the player in this. And that's why I think La Russa's getting the pushback from even his own team.
Could he lose? They got the best record in the league.
They're doing great.
Do you think he could actually lose the locker room over this?
They're playing well, Chris. If the team was so, maybe. Do you know what I mean? I just think they're a talented bunch, and they're not happy with La Russa right now. And I'm sure this is that clash between the swag and the old school guy. Remember, La Russa's already in the Hall of Fame. He's already there.
He got
76 years old.
Right.
But he's got a young team, but they're talented. I think they'll overcome it. If this was a team that could go either way, Chris, this could push them over.